Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Light Galaxy. So basically, we, using our character draft rules, are locked into our specific types and cards used by specific characters. Because we wanted to see the show match between Light and Dark Galaxy, which Alex has both, we decided to break that just this once. So we're playing the Light Galaxies. We have Eternal Galactica Oblivion, a very, very powerful boss monster, if maybe a little bit tricky because you have to kind of stuff as many Galaxy monsters into your graveyard as possible. But we can make this by using Galactica Oblivion and any 2 Light Galaxy type monsters, so very easy to summon. We can shuffle 5 Galaxy monsters from our graveyard into the deck, send the top 3 cards of the deck to the graveyard, and to the end of the turn, this card cannot be destroyed by opponent's trap cards. Also, it gains attack equal to the number of monsters in your graveyard times 300. So we're shuffling 5 back, then throwing 3 cards back into the graveyard, and then we're going to gain a boost based on how many are left in the graveyard after that. So this guy can get really, really big, which is really, really good. So going through the deck, we have Galactica Oblivion and Transami Rhynak, 2 just really good vanilla monsters. Obviously, we need Oblivion to be able to do our fusion plays. We have the other fusion piece being Extraplorer. So send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 300 attack to the end of the turn. Then if you have 5 or more Galaxy monsters in your graveyard, you can add 1 Galaxy type normal monster and up to 1 fusion from your graveyard to your hand. This is really good for recycling fusion and bringing back our normal monsters such as Rhynak, who's just material to either fuse with Extraplorer to make extra plasma, or Oblivion, who we can go into Eternal Galactic Oblivion with. Next up, we have Transami Rhynak War 2 Zen. So not a particularly interesting card, but it can pop weak monsters on our opponent's field if we have other Light Galaxies. Pegasus is also a pop. Raikig is piercing. Transamu Crayon is an interesting one. If we have no other monsters in the field, we can add a Light Galaxy type normal monster from our graveyard to our hand. So again, Transamu Rhynak or Galactica Oblivion, which can get us tribute fodder or pieces to go into our fusions. We've got Galactica Jamais-Vu to recycle our spells and get us a draw. Galactica Eve, which again, if we draw this turn 1, can be really, really good. We can just bin a card as well as itself to get a couple of draws. So it's kind of just filling the graveyard with Galaxies as well as giving us draw power. Ship of 7 Treasures, again, we have a lot of level 7s in here. The 3 fusions, it's a fusion deck. Monster Reborn, again, it's a fusion deck, that's what we're trying to do. Secret Order, we are playing the Galactic Oblivion, so this works really well with that. Magical Stone Excavation, again, very spell heavy deck. We are on our 2 equipped spells. Our goal this episode is to summon Galactic Oblivion, get 2 equipped spells on it, and just try and win the game through that. So Zephos is the equipped monster gains attack equal to the number of face-up normal monsters in your field times 300. The equipped monster is Galactica Oblivion, it gains 1,000 more attack. And the other is equip this card to 1 face-up Galactic monster on your field. The equipped monster gains 200 attack and defense and cannot be destroyed by your opponent's traps. Unfortunately, these 2 aren't that useful, specifically with our Eternal Galactica Oblivion, but it's fun to just equip them on, so we're going to try and go for that this game. Nobody Scat Thief is just a fantastic trap, just to draw discard. We have Shared Sentiments, which is actually really good in here. This can boost our monsters up to a ridiculous attack and protect them from effect destruction. And then Torrential Tribute, because we're getting a little bit bored of Magic Cylinder, and since this is a fun episode, we thought we'd just play a funner trap. So the other fusions in the deck are Extra Plasma, which is, again, generic Extra Explorer and 1 light attribute Dark Galaxy type monster. We can send the top 2 cards of the deck to the graveyard to destroy a spell trap card. And then finally, Galactica Fuse Eve. So Galactica Eve and 1 light attribute Galaxy type monster. Place 1 fusion from your graveyard and either the top or bottom of your deck, draw 1 card. Then you can summon a Galaxy type normal monster from your graveyard. So we can basically just get fusion back to our hand, which means we can do a lot of kind of recycling plays and just keep the fusions going a lot. So for our side deck, it doesn't really matter too much. We just kind of jam some cards in here that we might feel like siding in. Again, this isn't like a super serious episode. We're just going to kind of have some fun with it. We're going to see if we can get Gigantomachia versus Eternal Galactica Oblivion, so we can get into crash on the field. So let's fire it in and see what Alex has got for us. So yeah, last week we had the Aqua / Guildford OTK matchup, which was... it was an alright one, but this week we're doing something a little special. We are breaking our character draft rule to have the Galaxy off, the Light Galaxy versus the Dark Galaxy, which is kind of recreating a battle from the anime between the main protagonist, being Udius, and the, I guess, Season 1 primary antagonist, being Zuijo, which are obviously the users of Light and Dark Galaxy respectively. You will be playing the role of Zuijo here, who is the almost merciless in a lot of ways, very cool, calm, and collected Dark Galaxy user who tries to kind of win with overwhelming force a lot of the time. And I will be playing the role of the happy-go-lucky, tries to see the best in everyone, believes he can save everyone, and violence is not the way. Udius should be an interesting one, because I think I've only ever played with Galaxy cards when we did the same thing before to show off the starter decks for the Light and Dark Galaxy. And if I recall correctly, that didn't go well for me then. So fingers crossed it goes a little bit better for me for this time. So
yeah, well, more support now. So.
Yeah. But again, Dark Galaxy also got some really cool support. I think the only problem that Dark Galaxy has is their big fusion monster. What's it called? Like Gigantomachia or something. Really hard to summon because I think it's like 2 massive dudes to get it out.
2 8s.
Yeah, but if you can get it out, it seems pretty bonkers. But yeah, let's just fire on in and see what you've got for me.
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Set.
Ooh, okay. Behold my play. I summon Galactica Eve. You can activate the effect. Send Transamu Rhynek to the grave to draw 2. So I will summon out another Eve. Activate its effect. I'm only going to get a single draw this time. I'll then set 1, set 2. Then, yeah, I think I'm just going to set 2 monsters in defense and pass.
Okay. Man,
You too, huh?
Yeah.
Where are all the big guys? I swear there's a lot of them in here.
Go my 1000.
Aha, my 1200.
What?
And my 1000. The Battle of the Weenies. Ah, here's some big cards. Finally seen them. I will fire Ship of the 7 Treasures. I will pitch Galactica Oblivion to draw 2 cards. Then I'm going to fire off Ship of the 7 Treasures. I'm going to pitch Extraplorer to draw 2 cards. Now that I have a hand of cards, what do I want to do with it? I will set this, then Tribute 2, and summon out Extraplorer. So I can send 2 cards to my deck to the graveyard, gains 300 attack, then if I have 5 more Galaxy monsters in the graveyard, I can add a Galaxy-type normal monster and up to 1 fusion from my graveyard to my hand. So we will fire off that effect. Mill some cards. Then I will add Rhynek back to my hand. Then I'll gain a little power boost. That's a really funny play. Alright, let's go for it. I will activate Secret Order.
Ooh,
Bring back Oblivion. Then we'll activate Fusion. Combine all 3 of our guys into Eternal Galactica Oblivion. Then we're going to activate Monster Reborn. Bring back Extraplorer. Use Extraplorer effect. And take back Fusion. Oh, I can also take back a monster as well. Oh, they just give me everything, don't they? Do I want another monster? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think we're fine just taking this. Then I can normal summon out Galactica Jamais-Vu, activate Fusion, and summon Boat Daddy. What does this do? Send top 2 cards to my deck to the graveyard, destroy 1 card of my opponent's spell and trap zone. So we can do that. Get rid of that. Okay, that was a bluff.
My Ghoulian Bursty.
And I can summon out Rhynek, and then I can activate Eternal Galactica Oblivion. Now, what do I actually need back in my deck, and what needs to stay in the graveyard? I'm not super well versed in this. We're going to just try our best. Put that back in. Yes, I would like to gain the attack. I don't know why I wouldn't want to gain the attack. Alright, so this one can't be covered by traps.
GG.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't realise I'd milled that much and he was going to gain that much attack. But yeah, I guess if you just draw well, yeah, Galactica Oblivion's pretty strong. That one caught me off guard, I'm not going to lie. I assume that caught you off guard as well.
Yeah.
Alright, well, game 2.
First again.
Yeah, it's a weird one because I don't get to do any of that if I'm not lucky enough to have 2 Shipper 7 treasures, the 2 level 7s I want in the graveyard, the Monster Reborn one of, the... What's the spell card? Secret Order one of as well, and the Fusion.
Cert and end.
Okay. I will start by normal summoning Rhynak. Summon out... Crayon? I'm going to call this Crayon.
Crayon?
Crayon? I have no idea what that's in reference to, or if that's a word that exists. But that one. I'll then tribute 2, summon out Oblivion, set a back row, go to the battle phase, and give you a little light tap. Then we'll pass on that.
I've got a Pale Rider.
Thinking on summon. Played it in attack mode, which tells me you have something. I'm going to use this, because it's really awkward to work out when is the best time to use this. So I can shuffle 2 lights back into my deck, and then I can gain attack equal to your monster's attack for the turn. Hopefully that is...
Destroyed by card effects.
Yes. Probably should have also remembered that it does that. The problem with this is, you're going to be fusion summoning, and not all of your fusions require a big tribute monster to get out, which means you could just slap down like the Prophet or whatever his name is, whatever this one fuses into.
Yeah.
And then that could catch me off guard, so I was like, I'll do this now, where 16's a relatively big boost.
I'm going to activate Trade-In.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fiery and Pitch Black. Second Cryosaur. Okay, now what do I do? I think we always ship a 7 treasures, the spare Galactica out of the hand. I guess this does a thing. Is that thing worth doing into triple back row becomes the new question. I guess it's this or nothing, so I will summon Transamu Rhynak, Wartuzen. And we'll summon out the original Transamu Rhynak. Fusion! So I'll combine the 3 together into the boy. Now, if I use his effect, I would be shuffling 5 cards back in, which I don't have 5 to begin with, so I can't use his effect. But if I did shuffle all 5 back in, if I had 5, I would have 0 monsters in my graveyard, and thus he would just gain the trap destruction extension. I will set a back row. I'll normal summon out Transamu Rhynak.
Yes.
What's the... You flip it face down.
No.
Yeah, because if you do that, I could gain trap
You could
destruction
resummon
it. Thing is, does that telegraph to me that you will destroy my guy if I try to attack with it? The problem I also have is, you were contemplating killing it with an effect last turn, which means you probably have something else anyway. So I think I am just going to declare an attack, because I've got to get you to use your shit at some point anyway. Okay. I'll pass on that. Ah.
Dark Hole.
Okay, it's Globule.
Globule. Activate the glob.
Or are you going to play roulette and OTK me with the third Cryosaur?
That back row. Then.
Oh, okay, so if you hit 3 Dark Galaxy cards...
I can't activate the effect.
Oh, because I need to have 2 monsters, right.
You need to have 2 monsters.
I forgot they balanced this card. So I've been playing a lot of like tournaments and a lot of casual games with people recently. This card is basically just a slot machine, right? If you hit 3, you just get like 7,500 damage to vomit at your opponent, and it is so like weird. Because you can just win off that a lot of the time. I will set, tribute both, and summon out Extraplora. Activate Extraplora effect. This will let me take back Fusion and Transamu Rhynak. Next up, I will normal summon out Rika. activate the fusion, combine the two, and make extra plura, or extra plasma, sorry. We will use him, send the top 2 cards of the deck to the grave. We'll pop one of these. Got the fusion. Okay, so again, it's a bit of a bluffy. I think here we're going to normal summon out Rhynak, set a back row, go to battle. We'll see if you have anything for this. Let me just get him for 16. And then pass the turn.
Globule.
I've seen this before.
Activate Globule. Send a bunch of stuff. Normal summon for Requiem.
Okay, this one that boosts itself for each light monster.
Set this. Normal summon this.
Okay.
Activate Meteor. Destroy your Rhynak. Burn. That. Go to battle.
Oh, got nothing for that. Alright, I will normal summon out Klein. I'll use Klein effect. Take back Rhynak. I will then activate Secret Order. Bring back Oblivion. Summon the Rhynak. And then you know what's coming, baby.
God damn.
The Big Chungo. Then we can activate Monster Reborn. Is there a reason not to just do this straight up? I don't think there is. Bring this thing back. Use this. Get rid of this. Use his effect. I don't know how big this is going to get again. I also don't know what trap cards you have. We'll fire this. We'll just chuck a load of shit back. It doesn't matter what. That. Just... Sure. Oh, 71 again. Alright, let's go in with this. And go with this. Oh, I should have done that. Okay, that's fine. I'll pass on that. I'm getting punished for not doing the maths, but...
Alright,
All profit. Does a profit get you back?
Fusion.
Okay, and this is the one.
Worms.
Yeah, let's get you Dark Hole.
Then one card to hand. The grave, rather. Add a Dark Hole. Activate the Dark Hole.
Right, you're 1300, killing me. Do we take the gamble? We will take the gamble. We're gonna take the gamble. You haven't got 1300. Okay, so I will normal summon Cryon. We'll also normal summon out Pegasus. Tribute both to summon out Extraplora. Oh wait, no, yeah, this thing can just take back Fusion, can't it? That's fucking disgusting. Yeah, sure, I'll just take back Fusion again. Summon this. Use that. Go into this thing again. Then use its effect. And then I think this is just straight game unless your back row is like a Mirror Force.
Nah, I've been saying that.
Wow.
Oh, it sucked. I could have gotten the big guy out turn before if I'd played the cards in the right fucking order.
Ah, yeah, that's rough, man. Do you want to play game 3? See if we can get that out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Set, and end.
Seems about right. How do I want to proceed? Right, let's go Rhynak Wartuzen, as well as Satellite Pegasus and a defense monster. I'll then set 2 back row, go to battle, attack Wartuzen, and attack Satellite Pegasus. Oh, we'll pass on that.
Ooh. End.
Roll Tribute 2 and summon out EDOPro. I can activate the effect. Send 2. Can't get any of his effects because my graveyard's a little bit barren at the moment. Now the question becomes, do I play another card from my hand? I probably do play this. And I think I'm going to set this as well. We'll go battle. We will get over Globule. And then we will attack over one of these other cards. And we'll pass.
Yeah. Whoops. Summon Dark Prophet. Normal summon Globule.
Fusion.
Roto Star.
Okay, so he has enough attack to get over me. You can add a level 4 or lower Galaxy type monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then if you have Dark Hole in your graveyard, you can special summon a level 8 monster from your graveyard. Okay.
Activate the opponent Parish Room. Special summon. Parish Room. Tribute them off for Requiem.
Okay.
Let's send the top card to my...
Yeah, you can just shuffle them back in.
Lower.
Any of your other shuffle effects.
Let's add Globule to my hand.
Okay.
Set 2 back.
What are we doing with the globule? That's the question. Keeping it.
Saving it.
Well, goodbye, Transamo Lineup Auto Zen. And goodbye, EDOPro. Everyone's favourite boat.
Love the boat.
I mean, everyone loves the boat. Who doesn't love the boat? Alright, we will fire off Ship of the Seven Treasures. We're going to pitch the boy. Or 2. I do not have the key part. What I want to make this all work. Flip summon Tlansamu Crayon.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want Galactica Oblivion back in my hand? Comes the next question. Yes. I will activate to bring back Galactica Oblivion.
Locked yourself into only attacking with galaxy monsters.
I know. How will I never learn? We'll summon out Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Tribute both and summon out Oblivion. Then, the power of Monster Reborn brings back Boat-chan. Can activate Boat. Oh, and then summon out Rhynak. Gonna set 2 cards. Go to battle.
Okay.
And we'll walk into Mirror Force. Ooh. We'll walk into Scat Thief.
Dark Nebula.
What is this? When a Dark Galaxy monster with 500 or more attacks, stroke opponent's attack, special summon 1 Dark Attribute Galaxy monster from your graveyard. Oh, but he's slightly too big.
Yep.
That's not fair. I guess we will pass.
Activate Void Corridor.
Okay.
Pitch. Kiri. Get. Dark Prophet.
Okay.
Also, when Dark Prophet activates effect.
Get fusion back.
We'll fall back in these boys. Grab the fusion. Globule.
We're making your boat.
Big ship.
Your boat fight. I know yours isn't really a boat, but it's a ship. It's the same thing. They are both spaceships. Just mine looks like a boat.
Pitchfork Wolf.
Ooh, okay. This lets you clean up the whole board, and you know I can't do anything about it. As long as your Wolf attacks last, I guess.
Go to battle. Okay.
Ow.
No,
Also, ow.
I don't think we crashed.
Ooh, okay.
Come on.
Actually, would have preferred you to crash now that I've drawn this. I think we have to do this. So we'll activate Secret Order.
Yep.
From the graveyard, return to me Galactica Oblivion. Then,
Mm-hmm.
This goes. I will activate Magical Stone Excavation.
Ooh.
I'm going to pitch 2. And I'm going to take Ship of the 7 Treasures.
Ooh.
I'm going to activate Ship. Pitch Galactica Oblivion. Draw 2. I just cannot find the card to save my life. Set. Set. I'm going to change this to defense mode. Go to battle. I'm going to attempt to attack into your Requiem. That's not Hero Force.
Oh, it's better. So much better.
We will pass on this.
Can't use any of it. My board's full.
Oh, woe is you.
Oh, Requiem.
Yep.
Oh, I guess my Gwilym burst again. Oh, guess what's that? This? Go to battle. Woo.
Yeah, I ain't got anything.
Woo.
Especially since you have Wolf. Yeah, I had 2 field spells. 2 equip spells on the field. I had the Galactica Ada Gatling and the Galactica Xiphos. And I wanted to draw into Fusion, but I still have 3 Fusion left in my 16 card deck. So I was like, just trying. If I could have got it out, then obviously I would have gone into the Eternal Galactica Oblivion, given it both the equips, and then kind of had the anime moment of my guy's going to try and do a thing. But again, if you had anything to interrupt that, that wouldn't have worked anyway. And since you had something you could do on summon, I assume you had something you could do to interrupt it.
I had Void Veil down, so I could have
Flip the guy down.
flipped to level 8 or lower, face down, and then returned to level 8. Or face down monster.
Yeah, does that work on the monster that's summoned or any monster?
Any monster that's face down can be returned to your hand.
Okay, but can you flip any monster face down?
No, just level 8 or lower.
Yeah, but I mean, when I summon a monster, can you flip any or just the monster that was summoned?
Oh, no, it's... hang on. Change 1, level 8, lower monster.
On your opponent's field.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
so
yeah, it's just any.
That's just any, yeah. In which case, yeah, you could have flipped Oblivion down, put it back in my hand. I'd have had to tribute it back out, and then I wouldn't have had enough resources to fuse. So yeah, that would have stopped me in me tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really wanted to try and get the guy out with the fusion. I think I could have played this a lot more aggressively. Like I could have used my equip spells on just like Galactica Oblivion. But at the same time, giving it more attack points maybe not the best idea into Mirror Force. So Mirror Force into Magic Cylinder.
Magic Cylinder.
Yeah, but it was a good little showcase. We got to see a little bit of what the Dark Galaxy and the Light Galaxy deck can do. We got to see a lot of my fusions. We got to see a lot of Protostar, and we got to see a little bit of your Dark Hole Recycler. I forget what he's called.
Void Velga Apocalypse.
The old Apocalypse. Yeah. It's an awkward one, right? Because the Light Galaxies are very fluid. They're very just use anything, mate. Boat plus anything, that's a fusion. Galactica Oblivion plus 2 of anything, that's a fusion. Don't worry about it. And then the Dark Galaxy are almost the opposite, where to get out their big boss, it's like, no, you need 2 level 8 monsters. And they need to be like very specific. So like, I think that might be the only fusion in the game, other than like something weird like what is it, the Dragius fusion, that use 2 high-level monsters. But the Dragius fusion is kind of cheating, because there are lots of ways to cheat out a Dragius or say something is just called the Dragius.
The copy can be used.
So like, it's probably the hardest fusion monster to try and get out. Which I don't think it's like super impossible or anything, but they do make it difficult. But I guess it's because if you do get it out, it is very, very powerful. Yeah, it was a fun one. It was nice playing with Light Galaxy. Maybe at some point we'll have to do another kind of show match where you use something of mine, because I don't think I've used Light Galaxy twice. I don't think you used any of my shit yet. Then again, I'm not sure what I've got that you would actually like to use. Have you got anything that you'd be like, oh man, that would be cool to try out once?
I do like the look of worms.
Worms. Ooh. Well, we're getting new worm support in the next set, so maybe we can do a showcase with that after we've exhausted them a little bit. But yeah, GG, buddy.
GG.